Oh, what is up? What is good? Happy Saturday to the neighborhood. We back at it once again with another episode of the Night Force podcast provided to you by the Savage Land and via Straight Savage. And of course, we got the host with the most, Mr. Savage himself, and I got my partner with me, Seagram7. Seagram, what's going on with you, family?
What's good, man? Locked in, fully loaded. It's been a good week, man. Work's coming together, man. We out hustling 6-7 days a week, grinding, getting this money, and had a lot of figures come in this week, man. My Crimson Moon, a lot of my Crimson Moon came in. My Soldiers of Fortune came in. So it's been a good time, man.
Okay. Yeah, I seen a lot of that coming in, and I guess that's what's mostly the topic of this week. Just different figures coming in on the GI Joe side and on the Monster Force side, and of course we got some picks for you guys, some customs, just random things throughout the week, cool things to show, man. Pretty much what me and Seagram have seen throughout the internet this week. There was something I was about to say about do we got any picks of the Crimson Moon stuff?
Dude, I was going to put some in, but I've only gotten 4 of the figures in so far. I'm getting the rest of them in next like Monday or Tuesday. So I figured we wait till next week and show more of that because we already had so much other stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to saturate it too much. So maybe we can show some of that next week.
Okay. Well, I will say this one thing about it. I guess we'll piggyback on that next week. I do like what I've been seeing. I actually received one myself, which went into my pile of loot. But I cut a lot of them back, not do because I think they're bad figures, just personal reasons, financial or whatnot. But I did want to get that Crimson Cobra Commander. I got the enemy one. That's what's in my pile of loot now from a couple of months ago, and I wanted to get that one. I definitely wanted to take that one in. I will say about that figure, the reason why I picked it because it has 3 heads, it got a robe, and it has a suited body. Of course, those parts and pieces can go several different ways. The robe to one person, the suited body I want to try with one of my Crimson twins and put the other one in the blue enemy suit, and then you got the 3 Cobra Commander heads that you can put on 3 kit bashes if you want. I mean, that figure was good and plenty, like Otis from Martin. So I pulled that one in. But I will say this: from what I've seen, they're kind of dull. Than the Monster Force. Is not as much custom work put into it, and maybe for a particular reason, whatnot. And like I said, not saying they're bad figures, but they are the same price as Monster Force. Let's keep it a buck on that. $37.99 to $39.99, and I don't think they come with as much. Or they're as far as the aesthetic of them. But we'll pick up on that next week. But they look decent enough for me. You guess you got to pick and choose your battles. The Wolf guys, I'm kind of glad I dropped them a long time ago. Because who said it? I believe B's Battleground said, I'm kind of beating the dead horse now with the monsters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So but other than that, man, let's go through the chat. Let's see who's in the house tonight, and let's get this show on the road. So, Mr. Seagram, who do we have up first? Of course, Evil Dookie. Knot County is here. What's up from the Nam? Appreciate you, family. We have Malachi Mabane, peace, family, peace, God. Watch your figures. He says hello, everyone. I seen another thing
Yeah,
too.
he was saying he was a big fan of your work, so that's
Yeah, I
what's
didn't know
up.
who he was talking to in there when I seen it come in, but hey man, appreciate you. I guess it's his first time here. Appreciate you coming through. We usually have a great podcast every Saturday night at 10, man. And oh yeah, I did do. I will say this. You know, you guys know this is the only time I talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually in life not a big talker, but I did put some ad. I call it an ad up on GI Joe Classified Elite in
I
Facebook.
seen that.
I
I
haven't
seen that.
advertised the channel in a long time on there because I don't know. I just be like, you know, I sometimes such a purist, like they gonna come, they gonna come. I used to do it when I first used to mess around with the Facebook group starting about 3 years ago. I used to always, you know, hey, this news video's out. You know, even Shane from Same Time say he found me through Facebook. But you know, maybe I'll start doing that again, man. You know, sometimes I'm a hard nut to crack, but I had lost a lot of, you know, love for the Facebook shit, man, because it has. I haven't seen it. Maybe because I cut out a bunch of the groups. I just have GI Joe Classified Elite and a few others. I got like a Valaverse one and maybe something else, man. But it was just on some silly shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking shit. You know, it was even worse than the internet. So I left it alone, man. But you know, maybe I'll throw something else back up on there. But if you came through there, brother, I appreciate you. Paul Morales, he says, hello, everybody. What up, Paul?
Hey, I got a quick question for you, man. And am I lagging or are you lagging? It seems like one of us might be lagging. Do I sound like I'm lagging?
No.
Okay.
Do it sound like I am I?
Well, the picture on your end looks like it's a little wavy, but I didn't know if it was me or you. But if anybody in the chats, if you could let us know if any of us are.
It's all right. It's all right. All right.
That's what I love about
Shibu.
you, man. You can go from one end of the spectrum to the next, man. You're a very well knowledge dude in pop culture, man.
Man, I think man, maybe it's just the haze from the lights. I like it. It's just got my silhouette, you know. I think a couple weeks ago I had the computer screen too bright. My face was shining all hard and shit. I'm like, yo, something's not right here.
Uh oh, something's definitely not right. Well, I'm gonna hold it down till Savage comes back through. But Kitchenman saying good evening, Night Force crew. Keen NYC, what's good, fellas? Paul smoking and loking. Sun's out on the West Coast. That's nice. We out here in the dark. I think we got Savage about to come back on.
Yeah,
Lonzo.
something weird happened, man.
I know. As soon as you said we all right, I was like, we definitely ain't all right. You disappeared.
I don't know, man. But hey, man, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and keep moving through, man. I don't know, something funky is going on. That was crazy. I never got kicked off my own live before.
All right. We're on Lonzo now, though, man. If you want to take back over.
Oh, Lonzo, what's going on with you, family? I'm trying to find my cursor here. Okay,
All right, I'll keep going. Let me know
let
when
me
you
move
locked
up. Cause
in.
yeah, god damn, there's a lot of motherfuckers talking. All right, yeah, I'm right here. So, Lonzo, what's good with you, family? And Phil Matic, what's going on, family? Willie Spring, he says, good evening, Savage and Seagram. How you fellas doing this evening? Alonzo and Evil Dookie, keep doing what y'all doing. No doubt, man. Shout out to you all. TF Hustler, what's going on? He says, what up, Night Force crew? Hustle, what's good, fam? Steve O. Yeah, you and Steve O this week, man, sent over that information at the same time about Yojo June. Benji Williams says, what up, guys? What's up, chat family? Big Ben checking in. Night Force, let's go.
Let me see here. Olu. Got Olu in here.
Oh, Lou, what's going on with you, family?
And I think that's
And I
about
got,
it, man.
yeah, I was trying to look through, getting lost. And King, I don't know if I said what's up with the King. King, what's going on with you, family?
He also said we're both clear too. So
Okay, what White Vegeta just came in. What's going on, Mr. Roper? He says, "Let's get it, Night Force family." I'm sorry, this thing is kind of lagging behind. Says, "What's going on, Night Force family? Finally made it on same time. What up, Savage? What up, Seagram? What's going on, family?" Says, "Only here for a little bit before going to bed. We'll have to catch you on the replay, no doubt. Appreciate you, Vegeta." All right, man. So let's go ahead and get into the first business of news here. And Seagram, what is going on here? This is the I'm sorry, the Instagram.
yeah, this is a post from BMAC, and I think he was probably just trying to clear the air. You know, last week we had Lenny announcing he was leaving the classified team or Hasbro and going to Boss Fight Studio. So I think this is BMAC and the Joe team just trying to put everybody at ease, let them know that the ship is in good hands and they're staying the course, type of thing. So I think it was good for him to do this because communication is key. And I think it's good to communicate with people and let them know that, hey, everything's still on point, that, you know, there was nothing shady going on or nothing like that. So I
Okay,
think it's a good thing, man.
I'm gonna read through it, man, and I'm gonna try to do it in a British accent. It says, "GI Joe community, thank you genuinely for your passion for this brand, and something I think about every single day, and it does not go unnoticed. In the wake of last week's news, I want you to hear directly from me. Classified series is as strong as ever. While I've started as Hasbro as Transformers and love every second of what we built there, G.I. Joe will always be in gold. It's where I always wanted to be. Today, my focus is solely on Joe, with a little moonlighting on the Energy Magic Mass comic series. I was born into this. My dad was reading to comics and watching show before I even entered this world. Era episodes were running on the TV during my infancy, and I'm pretty sure Yo Joe was among my first words. From being a kid toy tester on the brand to getting to shape it from the inside. This has never been a job to me. It's everything." All right.
I didn't know we
Right.
was gonna see some acting 101.
I know, right? It was going in between Transylvania to Russian motherfucker to English. But this right here, who is BMAC once again? Because I thought this was from Tony.
No,
This
so
email.
BMAC is a dude with the beard. He was he's been in the videos here recently. You know, it used to be Lenny and Emily, and then it was Emily, Tony, and Lenny. But here recently has been a dude with the beard. He wears glasses.
Oh
He's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
a
yeah. Okay.
heavier set dude. He
Yeah,
used to
I
be with
know exactly what you're
Transformers.
talking about now. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and you know what, man? I've watched every live, but I haven't really been into them in the past year, man. To be quite honest with you. So but it was a little fuzzy. And Emily hasn't really been there. It's been that guy with the glasses, little short dude, Tony, and my man who just left here. So basically what they're saying for Yojo June, let's see what we're going on here. It says, it says the great, this is the Tony one right here. Okay. He says the great Tontino. I are locked in. We work months out, and I promise you what we're getting this year and most of next year, exactly what you've been hoping for. The best items of 2026. This is the one I read from a couple of
So
days ago.
this is
Have you
still BMAC though, man. This is just the second half of it.
Okay. I thought it was from Tony then. But this side of it, that first part, like he was getting into his life and shit, I never read that one. I just read the meat and potatoes here. But it was just a screenshot. But he says the best items of 2026 haven't even been revealed yet. Yeah, Yojo June is happening, and we're kicking it off with what I believe is the item of the year. Tune in June 3rd. We're getting right into it. He says, I also wanted to take a moment for at Weather Dominator. That was my man who just left, right? That was his
Yeah,
Instagram.
Lenny. Yeah.
Okay. What started as a working relationship became one of the most meaningful friendships of my life, pushing to other cartoon, had metal shows, yeah, that shit. And because I want to end on the highest note possible, okay, that was the other piece of information. Grand Slam is officially joining the classified line in 2026. Is that the last guy from the OG 13?
Nah, and that's what I thought was funny, man. Because there's that one YouTuber. I think his name is Yo Joe Reviews, and like all
Mm-hmm.
he's been talking about since January is he needs a flash, and that's all that's really left is a flash and a Grand Slam. So that was like the first thought in my head was, I thought it was kind of funny that we're getting Grand Slam before Flash because they're basically the same figure. Um, they had the same uniform except when they first came out they had the same colors and everything, but then Grand Slam later changed like with the silver instead of the orange.
Okay.
So, but
Well,
we'll see what we get. It sounds like that Yojo June's gonna be they're gonna hopefully bring it this year, man.
well, they said the best figures haven't been put out thus far, so maybe we'll have a banging HasLab. And I like the aesthetic of Grand Slam. Once again, it's nothing I grew up with or even cared about. Didn't even know who the fuck he really was. Yeah, okay, we got some pictures there. Yeah, like I think he looks cool. I think he's gonna be a dope figure. Be quite honest with you. So, I've gravitated more towards that original 13. Very plain, simple figures, but every last one of them are solid figures.
And the word on the street is he's definitely coming with something. And these are the two things that he came with. So when he first came out, he came with that the Howl, which was the laser weapon. And
Hmm.
you see how he's got that orange, like the orange vest and like the orange pads on his legs. That's the
Yeah.
exact same outfit that Flash had, the guy with the laser gun. But then later on, he came back out and had the silver and came with the jetpack.
Hey,
So,
let's dig into some of these comments right quick. I'm
all right, which one you
Gum
want me to
Bunny.
pull up?
You don't have to pull up Gum, but I'm just saying what's up with them. I seen them. But Phil Maddock, he says the June 3rd announcement has to be the Thunder Machine. Now, people have been saying this, and of course, we've been saying the Thunder Machine is too small. But you know them, I think they might try to push that for a HasLab. Now, I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and to answer Phil's question, I don't think June 3rd will be the HasLab announcement. I think that'll just be the first day of the first stream for Joe Fest, or whatever they call it, June. What? Yeah,
June. Yeah.
Yojo June. Yeah, Yojo June. They'll probably have a show every Wednesday, and that'll be the first one, and then possibly the last week they'll hint at the HasLab or announce the HasLab because they've done it different times each year. There were when they did the Dragonfly, they announced it during Yojo June, but then when they did the Rattler, they announced it at San Diego Comic Con,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. They've been bouncing around with it. But for the most part, it lands in June. I believe one year they even did it at the beginning of June, but that was probably like the first year. That was probably the year that his tank. They was really trying to make sure they got enough time to do what they need to do. I'm not 100% sure, um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see on that, but and and this kind of goes into what we were talking about. Maybe that's why Lenny left because they might be trying to start pulling moves like that when damn well that doesn't need a HasLab as far as the size on it, or they might try to do it like the Snowcat, stretch it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And that Snowcat is huge.
Yeah, it is. It
I
is,
can't
man.
believe how big it was when we saw it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. And when you think of it, and it is. A large vehicle, but when you think of it, you don't think of it being that fucking big. But
No, you don't. They definitely upscaled it for the HasLab for sure. I agree.
mm,
So these are the two things, Mike, that he came with originally, and they're saying he's definitely coming with something. Chris over at the Full Force, he used this picture right here when he was talking about it, and
mhm.
he said without saying, he was like, there was a reason he used this picture, and then he was like, hint, hint. And when you like blow this picture up to the original one, That's what it is. You see him right there in the chair.
Yeah. Oh, like a
So
howitzer or something.
yeah, so more than likely, this is probably what we're getting. Is this laser weapon with Grand Slam?
I can see that, but mm,
I prefer the jump station, man, especially since we got all the guys with the jetpacks already. I think that
yeah.
the jump would be dope, man. But hey,
Yeah. But Duke's, I mean, not Duke. I always want to call him Duke Hawk sitting. That I forgot to take a photo clip of, but goes in and out. I found him on Amazon. I didn't get another one. But if I could have afforded, I probably would have brought one or two more with him with his missile system up there with the coupon for $50. That's the only thing I fear about this right here. And depending on how they lay it out, if it's like exclusive, but who wants that? Everybody wants a Grand Slam. Not everybody, but the most people do. But if you do him like that, you're gonna sell him out, but then you're gonna have a problem with him sitting as well, which is good for us, but bad long run. Which at this point, I don't care. I don't even really give a shit no more. It goes, not all right. But I'm just speaking, I'm saying from on both ends, for business wise and consumer wise,
hey, well, speaking of that, you seen the Hawk on sale this week? Jay Gonzo also sent me a picture of that, and real quick, shout out to him for looking out. He sent us those retro stalkers this week, so we appreciate you looking out, Jay Gonzo.
Yeah, no doubt. Appreciate that, man. Really wasn't looking for him, but I do need some in the future. Like I was telling you the other day. And for $10, because he's stupid cheap anyway. But for 10, that's the cheapest I've seen around. I might as well go and snatch him up because I got to do a few more things with some stalkers, man. And I think I'll be about have my run with him. But
that's a hard one to pass up
on that. Salute, man.
Well, as far as Yojo June though, besides the Grand Slam that we know that they're going to announce in Yojo June, is there anything in particular you're looking for, Mike, that you that they haven't done yet that you'd like to see get made?
I'm just interested in what the bigger vehicle is going to be. Not necessarily like I'm buying one or not, but I'm just interested. That's the only thing that probably sparks my interest as of now. With classified, man. So it'll be interesting to see which way they're gonna go, and just hope I don't be let down like it being a Thunder Machine. Like, all right, man. If that happens, I know we heading into some rocky waters here.
Well,
But
I know at least one person will be happy if it's the Thunder Machine. Your boy Evil Dookie. He'll probably be throwing a party if they announce the Thunder Machine.
hey, but and check it though. Like if they do it and pull it off and make it great, then hey, I mean, a great toy is a great toy. It's just something I'm not really expecting. I really kind of want to see hydrofoil or
And I think that's the
something like
consensus,
that.
Mike. I think the word on the streets is that it or in the community. I think a lot of people think it is going to be the hydrofoil, man.
Dope.
So,
Dope.
but
We'll see.
yeah, we got that next wave coming out that has Iceberg. Mine just went blank.
I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, man. Be honest with you right now. It's just like throw figures at me, see if I like them or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. Like even with Professor Rockclaw, you said he got pushed back to July. I think I got maybe one of them on pre-order. Because I already have dinosaurs, and that's what that dinosaur is. It's from the Amber collection. That same tooling on how that dinosaur is built, so I can see that in now I finally got an official G.I. Joe dinosaur and those other cool dinosaurs, which relatively are the same toy, straight up. So, but just different little shit, man. So,
well, we'll see what they bring, man. As far as bringing it, I did get a couple emails this week, and Zanya and the Ramprats.
Lasagna.
Real G's moving silent.
Man, it took me like fucking 10 years to figure out that line.
Did it?
Yes, man. Yes, it did. I said, oh, like how you spell lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, I always wondering, like, what the fuck is he talking
Yes.
about? Because real G's moving silence like lasagna, huh?
Yeah, so simple, man.
I know, I
It's
know.
right there.
Yes,
But
that
yeah,
happens to
I
me a
was
lot.
happy to get this, even though I got all my Crimson Moon shit in, and I got all that coming in. I was happy to see that Zanya and the Ramp Rats are shipping here soon. It doesn't look like we're dealing any of that bullshit from last year where you order it and then got to wait almost a year to get that shit.
Yeah,
So
I still gotta watch Bobby B's one of them. I know he got it up, so I'll probably watch his on the Ramp Rats. I was really excited about them. I really like them. Shout out to Krusty Old Crow. I watched his review on Zanya. Zanya is a great female. She might be one of the better female bucks if she's solid. Like Krusty was saying. Um, the swamp skiers, man. All right, I get it. Why did they make this an army builder? But just like how you said, I don't think they trust either one by themselves to sell. So they just put it together. Zanya has cool attributes with a hockey mask, all that good shit. But these rant raps, I've yet to see what's going on.
hey, real quick, White Mike and Evil Duke are talking about the same thing. I was just telling Savage in backstage that I just got the same email from Pulse, but mine said July. It wasn't shipping until July. So y'all check your emails, man. Let me know if I read that wrong, because I got some on order from Amazon that are still saying May 4th, but my Pulse email said it's not shipping until July 1st. So y'all let me know what y'all seeing.
Damn, that shit probably sitting on your porch right now.
I'll be right back.
Because real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Hey, but one thing though, Mike, I've exercised some patience, man, because I haven't tried ordering any of the new stuff from overseas, because we've been seeing a lot of the
Yeah,
YouTubers have been
man.
getting it, and
Mhm.
I haven't. Typically I will pay more to get it early, and this is gonna be the first wave that I haven't done that, man. So I'm proud of myself for showing some restraint, man, and not pulling that
Yeah.
trigger.
Yeah, man. Because I've been telling you, man, and it's really been like that truly for about the past 2 years. I say a year and a half for sure, but almost on the 2 year mark, like it ain't really worth it. Yeah, at one time it was, you don't know when this shit or what was going on. But not unless you were doing, what they do as far as getting that figure out there so people could see it, beforehand. And be honest with you, Seagum, shit, you got a YouTube channel, shit, you should have been doing that. But it almost seems like like they got a special connect. Like their shit might show up a day before, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think B's Battleground has a boy or a connect over there in the Hong Kong area, because he gets his shit super quick. He
Hmm.
even gets it before some of the Hong Kong stores put it up on the internet. So
Yeah,
he's
that's what
definitely
I'm
got
saying.
somebody looking out for him, which is cool. I'm glad he does, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're right. I should have been doing it, but I wasn't doing it for clout or doing it for views. I was doing it because I needed that shit to boost my adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was ordering this shit.
I need that shit to boost my adrenaline. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. But these what did you see anything on those rant rats? What you think about them?
Um, I mean, I wasn't too thrilled with them to begin with. I mean, I think it's cool that we're getting them. I wasn't happy with the accessories selection. I think they should have done the accessories a little differently. That box, there's cool things about it, but I really believe, like from the very first time we talked about this, I really believe that that box was originally made for the swamp skier, but they couldn't get it in the budget, so they had it pushed over and added it. It was a dreadnought box for the swamp skier, but then they switched the color and added it to the ramp rats.
Mm,
I really feel like even if you watch Crow's live video that he did with Shane and Dookie, he showed how if you take off the back skis, you can plug them into the holes on the box, and then it tows
mm,
right behind the swamp skier.
mm.
So I really feel like that's what it was intended for. So
Okay.
it's cool. I'm glad we're getting the figures, but the accessory side of it, man, I just don't care for the accessories.
So
But
somebody
that's
so somebody said, let's get rid of that box and give her this bullshit shotgun that she can one hand blast.
what you say.
they said let's get rid of the box with Zanya and give her this bullshit shotgun that she can one hand
Oh
blast.
yeah. I thought you said something else. My bad.
No, nah. No, man, it's just like, but Krusty old Crow was talking about that bullshit shotgun, man. Like, you're like, and like,
Yeah,
why?
that's
Like
the one that came with
Falcon.
Falcon, wasn't it Falcon?
Yeah, man, this shit is horrible.
Yeah, and again, it's no coincidence that Lenny demonstrated that way. Back when he showed it that way. He showed how you could use it with that. So yeah, I definitely agree.
That was strike two for him right there to get the fuck up out of there. He was like, these motherfuckers doing shit. They taking my ideas, they busting shit down, they putting too much cut on our work, and I gotta get out of here.
Well, yeah, it's got to be frustrating as a designer and to be passionate about a product, and to have these ideas, and in your design plan you see it in fruition, but then you got them handcuffs on and can't do exactly what you want to do. So I could definitely see being frustrated and being an artist and wanting to express yourself, man.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So we'll see what's up though. But from what I've seen, Zanya's cool. She'll definitely be something that pretty much be up on. Let's just keep it a buck. If she's put it out in the mass market, you definitely be able to catch her on a sale later on down the road. Get your freak on with those swamp skiers. Like, I'm not in it for the swamp skiers. I'll probably be in it for her for that stomach and that head and the bike. I want I need her mouth. Nah, but just basically the parts and pieces, man. Separate the two. I definitely could use a skier or whatnot and take her, since she's a solid female buck with a lot of things to offer, like that hockey mask, sets of goggles, that helmet from
Yeah,
the October
the hockey
Guard.
mask is nice. I like
Yeah,
that. That looks really
yeah.
good, man.
And then her body, as far as breaking out, getting the stomach, getting the t-shirt part, nice army cargo pants, head sculpts, so you can make it work, man. But you definitely be able to find her on the sales block later on. Ramp rats, I actually do like these. I actually do want to get a set of these, and maybe a couple, because I got two rattlers, so I know, Phil, it's always about the head. All right, man, we can move on.
Yeah, so really, it's in the news, man. I seen in YouTube, man. Shark Eyes and Bobby B and Krusty, man. Those three had the videos this week of all the newest figures, man. So
Hmm.
I just picked some screenshots from Sharky and Bobby, Bobby B and Krusty, and we can run through them. We ain't got to spend much time on them, but this was
Yeah.
airtight from Shark Eyes. You feeling this right here, Mike?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually like that. I see his thumbnail. I haven't watched the video for this. I've actually watched a couple of videos. He had Sundown and all that, but I didn't watch this video from him. I need to watch it because this is the oldest one right here. This one's actually probably been out over a week. But I like this. But he was like, and maybe it was just like, to get people pulled in. But I think it looks good. I like the aesthetic of it. Have no attachment to airtight whatsoever. I guess he's like the fucking vacuum cleaner man. But he looks cool, man. And I like his aesthetic. Head sculpt looks a little bit Norman Osborne-ish.
Yeah, a lot
But
of people saying that.
I like it though. I like the aesthetic. I think he has a dope outfit to have a vacuum cleaner. So
Yeah, I like him too, man. I didn't have him as a kid, but we need him to finish up that year. So yeah, and the aesthetic of him, you're right. That was the word I was going to use. He does have a nice aesthetic. I like
yeah,
the palette, the color palette.
yep,
He looks
yeah,
good.
yeah. I just see the parts and pieces there. Very nice. This one right here. I've been talking about it. For the past couple of weeks, like I gotta see what it looked like, because as far as when I seen it, it just really didn't take me back, even though I really want it. And I'm liking this right here. Probably could use it probably would look nice with a wash over that kind of plain matte purple body. You know what I'm saying? Especially getting into that scale mail on his
Yeah.
chest, stuff like that. Get a dark wash, especially around the netting in his helmet. Like, and Lonzo said it best, you know what I'm saying? He said, whoever does Hasbro sculpting, man, they got some of the best sculptors out there. But the lack of paint, it helps show that off. And a wash over that entire body would look great, man. But I like this. I'm feeling this right here. Um, I'm definitely down for you. I got 5 of these on pre-order. How my funds will be looking once they come in, I don't know, but it will be something I definitely will achieve. Like, the last greatest thing I've tried to army build was the officers, and when I said I was gonna do, I did it. I haven't got there to the 30, but I got like 18 of them. You know what I'm
Man, you're
saying?
on your way.
Yeah, so that was something I was serious about. I haven't done this in a long time, and this will be another one, especially if that fucking that moray come, and then I got the Fortnite boats, so it's on. I've been looking more forward towards the aquatics than the snow. And hustle, yeah, that his eyes, yeah, that's something serious. That's dope right
Yeah,
there.
them eyes is what.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
that's
man.
fire. That's fire. That scope though, like, look at that though. Like, look at it, like the netting on his head, man. Like, that shit is just all individually just little beads. Man, he's got a lot going on with him, man. So he's
So I
dope.
always wondered. I always wonder if that was supposed to be. Let me go big real quick. This was an Action Force figure from back in the day. See this guy? Remember this guy?
Who that? Black Lagoon?
Yeah. I wonder if he's like this was like their version for GI Joe. Because he's got the same
Uh,
type hand.
to be
I
honest
always
with you,
want.
I've never seen a Hydro Viper until about 8 years ago when I was in the flea market, and I seen him in the 3 3/4 version. So to actually see him in this 6 inch is a wonderful thing. But I didn't know too much from him. I didn't have him as a kid or anything, or even
I did,
remember.
man. I remember having him as a kid. I enjoyed him, man.
Yeah,
What I liked about him as a kid though is the helmets. I was always into the figures that had the
mm,
helmets that could come on and off, whether it was GI Joe or Star Wars. And that was one of the things I liked about him was that helmet came on and off. So with this one though, I heard in this review, it's
it's just a
actually
head
two
sculpt.
heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I was about to say, ain't that ironic? Now that it's in a bigger scale, it gets flipped. Like, you don't, because I like that in the 112 scale where I have options where I can just slide a helmet over somebody fully. Or, I've been liking the thing they do with the hairpiece. Like, I think Zanya has that with the hockey mask where you just kind of, fold it over the head. That's cool too. But either or, man, I like it. I think it's a great trooper. I think it's another trooper I'm gonna seek. How many? I don't know, but I wouldn't mind having 10 of these, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
For
I'm
sure.
definitely gonna get a squad.
Yeah, definitely
Yep.
10.
Then we
Um,
got this is the last one I got for Sharky, but this was
okay.
Sundown.
Yes. I like this one as well. I think he's dope. I got him on pre-order already. What I did not notice about him, you know what I didn't notice about him, Chris? Guess what?
What's that?
Just look at him. It's another Outback body.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
look at his arms and his shirt. This is Outback again. So I'm in the money. I'm in the money again with another different type of iteration of Outback figure. So
Yeah, it looks like a newer version, but yeah, I see what you're saying now.
the pants are
You can do a
different.
lot with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the pants and boots are different, but that's definitely his upper body there. But he's been getting changed up, like even with Law and Order. Law and Order is an Outback body, but that I think it's been scaled up a little bit. It's like a little bit bigger and shit. So, but great looking figure, man. My Phil Man says I might have to get a Mythic
Oh,
Legions force for Sundown.
and then White Mike has some. He's saying there's definitely a drop in the amount of paint that they have been using this last year. When I look at WhatsApp, you can really see just how little they used.
What you
I
talking
guess he
about?
was commenting on the like when you were talking about with
Oh, the Hydro Viper.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, I like him. I think he's cool, man. Just even the original character is pretty dope, man. So another great solid new character that they added. Neck tattoo is fire too. That's what I've been
It,
trying to make.
I really hope they go down the road of doing the headhunters and bringing in like a criminal organization, man. I think that would be cool to go down
Yeah,
that road.
yeah,
And
he's tied to that, right?
yes,
Okay.
supposedly the headhunter killed his dad or his brother or something, and he's tracking down the headhunter. The
Yes.
other the other thing I like about it is they finally got rid of that stupid Joe Pro and they gave him like a actual communication
Walking.
device up on
Yeah.
his shoulder. That looks really good.
Yeah. And I think Headman was like a drug dealer, wasn't
Yeah, that was in
he? Yeah.
that whole era of dare to say no, and
Okay. And
really trying to.
that's cool because I've been watching so when I finished, what show was I was watching, The Sopranos. I finished all the Sopranos. I binge watched that for a couple of weeks. I watched all 6 seasons. And I was said, and because I mean, I watch TV, but I not necessarily like that. When everybody's on a show, I don't, jump on it. So finally watched that after 20 years. And so I said, what other show everybody was talking about? So I just hit Narcos up. Started watching Narcos. I
Oh,
watched
that's
all
a
of,
great show, man.
yeah,
That
I
is a.
watched first and second season. Now I'm on the one within Mexico, which I knew about this case anyway, with Kiki Camarenas got kidnapped from the fucking federal building in Mexico and shit from the Sonola cartel. So it's on that. But this is what reminds me of that. When they said Headman, I said, okay. So I said Headman. I was like, he don't like no damn drug dealer, but okay, I see he on some Central America drug dealer shit. Cause he's kind of funny looking, he's got that hat and shit, and I guess like a cloak or something like Headman. He's not dressed like no nigga from fucking United States of America. Basically, he's dressed on
Not
some.
Yeah, not Narcos is one of my favorite series, bro. That is a very well made show, man. They got
Yeah.
um I think they got five or six seasons all together. And then they got three that were in South America, then they got three in Mexico, and then
Yeah.
after that they did like a one season on the girl from Miami, the cocaine cowboys lady.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when everybody's watching them shows, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm just like going back in retrospect, watching them, man. But the first one, with Pablo Escobar and the Cali cartel, that was good. And like I said, now I'm with the one with Michael Pena, and they, showing how the Sonola cartel was formed with El Chapo and
Yep.
all them
Yeah.
boys.
El Chapo doesn't really come into it. He's just like you don't even know who he
Yeah.
is
Well, he's
right
not the
now.
beginning of that organization, man.
Yeah,
He's kind of
Griselda
like
Blanco.
90s on up.
Yeah, Griselda Blanco. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So but this when I seen that this week, I'm like, okay, because he's dressed like like a cowboy on some Texas shit. But this is a Central America coming on up type thing or deal what they got going on. So that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. I'm liking that. I'm liking that concept there. Down there in Texas and Juarez and all that shit. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
same time. That's what we just were talking about, man. Is how it brings in head, man. We are with you 100%, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, so dope figure. I think he's definitely up on the menu, and for as far as future wise too, with his parts and pieces. This looked a little bit better than what I thought would look, but it's still like a pass for me. Shout out to my man Paul from Hyperdrive Collections. He made my super bat. He mixed my super bat with a Star Wars droid, which is pretty dope. So I'm good on this one. He looks like a Nike tennis shoe.
Yeah, it's too much going on, man. I'm kind of surprised that they did do this. It just doesn't seem like something that the team. It's so out there in left field from what they've been picking.
Yeah.
It's crazy they went down this route, but I don't know. One thing I did notice was how big he was, man. Did you watch this review that Bobby did?
No, I still haven't watched this one.
Man,
No.
he's as tall as Serpentor, man. I mean, he's pretty big, man. Yeah, he's huge, man.
Yeah, they made a huge big fucking dud. That's what the fuck they
Yeah, so
made.
we're gonna go on.
Don't embarrass your Delph.
Yep.
Swamp
Then
rat.
we already talked about this. This is another Bobby B review, but we've already kind of talked about this in
Yeah.
the beginning. I do like the head sculpts on
Yeah,
these.
yeah, and they're playing figures with nothing going on, but they're nice and solid though. How much are they? 60?
50, yeah, $59.99.
Yeah, they pressing it. I like them though. I like them. I like them. I really do. So we'll see what's up with that later on. And more pics of Zanya. Zanya looks solid though. Just to talk about a little bit more. And the swamp skier is not bad. It's just like, all right, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But she's dope. I can't wait to get my hands on her. And I hope her body is solid. I hope her body.
Yeah, I am looking forward to this. We'll have this in just a few weeks, man. That's what's crazy. You know, we just ordered this. We just ordered the ramp rats, and we're getting them. So that's one of the positive things, man. You know, it seems like from the very beginning, Classified has always had something every year that has delayed us. You know, whether it was COVID or whether it was switching factories, whether it was tariffs. So it seems like that they're finally getting it to where, you know, we're ordering them and they're coming out faster and faster. So that does put a smile on my face, man.
Yeah.
Valaverse. So we finally got some information, Mike. It looks like if you're in the Danbury area of Connecticut and you're going to the shop, the Curiosity, you're gonna have a chance to get these figures way before everybody else. So congratulations.
Did
I'm
you even
fucking
sound that
happy for you.
excited? So what's going on with this? This is as far as his latest greatest figures coming out.
Yeah, hold on. And yes, Crossy did do a good job. He always does a great job with his reviews. Yes, sir. 100%.
Yeah, he does.
And him at same time and Evil Dookie, Shane and Evil Dookie, they all did a live yesterday, kind of talking about Zanya and the Ramp Rat. So if y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out. It was a good live. Yeah, Shane's saying that's how pre-orders are supposed to work. When the pre-order hits, the product is supposed to be on the boat. 100% agree. So yes, these are the latest wave. It's Series 6, and 3 of them, Mike, are from the black, and that's Blackbeard, Vane, and then that Corsairs dude, which is just like his troop builder. And then the other 3 are Jester, which is Pandora's brother, Lieutenant Hun, or I don't know how you say it, Hun, the lady in the bottom, and then Malice. And they're part of the garrison. Lieutenant Hun and Malice, they're part of the garrison, which is Carrick's crew. So
I like the way that Jester guy looks. We were talking about him a couple of months ago, I think, with Woody. And I've seen pictures of him, but I like that picture of him right there. I like that hat, his glasses. But you know, Malice, he definitely getting bought for sure. We've been talked about that. I'm really anticipating him. So I'm gonna get a Malice and a Pusha T.
Now what's cool about this is all these if you're going to DFW, you can pick these up at DFW. And Malice is the DFW exclusive. But what's cool is you'll also be able to go online that same day. The same day DFW starts, you'll be able to go online and order them. So you ain't got to be worrying about trying to get all the way out to DFW or paying somebody on eBay for a figure that you can't, get to Dallas for. But there is a catch though, Mike. You can order it that weekend, but they won't actually start shipping till June 8th, which is about 10 days later. But that's still cool.
Yeah. It's
that's still cool that
looking out for his fans. Hey. All right.
So are you going to get all these, Mike, or which ones you picking up? I know you like that Blackbeard. I know you like the Malice.
Yeah, probably Blackbeard, Malice, and I might give old Jester a try. I got to see how his aesthetic looks like live in hand. So, but Malice and Blackbeard for sure.
They are going to have a bloody version of Jester as well. There's going to be like an Amazon exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, depending on wow. Okay, so they stepping it up and getting on Amazon. That's what's up. Depending on man, like I usually don't try to chase that. I know everybody's wanting a bloody version of Pandora and shit like that, and bloody versions of this and that. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on if it's easy to get to, and I think it's something that dope for me to get him again, just to have blood all over me. He is a knives guy, from I guess from what I've seen. So, but I don't know. The verdict's still out on him. But this Black series, that's been proven with the figure that Wood was able to get from the con. I like that, and this Malice, the aesthetic on this is awesome. Another brother I can have, chocolatey brother I can have for myself. No homo. That sounded really fucking gay. Another chocolatey brother I can have for myself. But it's a dope action figure, all the way around, man. And it's for me, it's definitely a plus because he's black. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. But yeah, so I'm gonna dibble dabble a little bit, with him. Like far as the run of the mill Valaverse, I didn't have my kind of feel with that. So these new things they're taking on, I'm liking that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them all. I think Jester and the Troop Builder are the two weakest ones for me, but I'll probably still pick them up. We'll see. Then you send this over, Mike, for
Yeah, I
Operation.
didn't know if this was new or not, but it just said a wave 2 of head packs, and it has all those bearded guys on it. Is this something that's real? Does anyone know when we're getting this
Well,
headset need to fill out?
I'm pretty sure when we were at Joe Fest last year, didn't we sit in on the big bad? Uh,
Yeah, we did.
all right, I think this is a slide that he showed there at that
Okay.
presentation of future products that are going to be coming out later on. And I don't know if this is officially, like, if they got a street date for it or if they are moving forward with this, but this would be a dope head pack to come out with, man. I mean, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot you can do with this. You can do the original Adventure team. You could do like Snake Eyes that just got, you know, all fucked up, man.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a lot that you can do with these heads, man.
yeah. Now they have pretty good head sculpts. They even got that Bill Cosby I Spy one in there as well too, which I wasn't a huge fan of that, but it's good. I like all the bearded guys, and you got all different colored ones too, like blonde, brunette, redhead. Yeah, so that's pretty dope, man. And you got the bald head guy with the glasses, me up there from Monster Force. I think that's pretty dope. So nice head pack, but within the line
Yeah, you are
itself,
up there, aren't you? I see you now.
yeah,
That's
that
official.
came with the black no, the watch head pack. That head sculpt.
Yep,
I
yep,
got
it
it on one
did.
of my soldiers.
Yep.
Does it come with Jello pudding pops? I think it does.
I like the bottom row the best, man. Those are some good head sculpts on the bottom.
Oh, Bill Cosby. Yeah, all of them look good, man. All of them look good. I think they're fire, man.
So, but one thing when you send this over, one thing I did want to say, you asked me in the beginning, did I put any of the Crimson Moon stuff in here? And I said I'll save that for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's definitely been a 180, man. There was a long time where we kept saying, what's up with Operation Monster Force? Big Bad
Mm-hmm.
Workshop. We got a lot of shit on pre-order. When's it coming? When's it coming?
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's finally here, man. They got a big body of work to choose from now. They
Mm-hmm.
got season 0 of Operation Monster Force. They got season 1. They got season 2. They got the Soldiers of Fortune. They got the Joe Fest exclusive or the con exclusive that came out last year. They got all of the Crimson Moon. They got that one guy uh, in the tuxedo that we were talking about.
Yeah,
The
yeah. They
chimp.
got they got a lot of different factions up out now, and as a consumer, it just gives you the choice to be choosy. Now, okay, I'm not feeling this one, or I have enough. But all of their products I think are great. I think Monster Force is their diamond. They put a lot of work into that, and Like I said, that Cobra Commander was the only thing I picked up. But I did wanted that Iron Blood and a couple of other guys, but I can wait on them, or if I don't get them, it's cool. I know I'm sniping what I really want out of those different lines. Even when it comes down to Monster Force, Steve-O says those heads look like the same heads we are, and they are. They're just a
Yeah,
more
they're just
bigger,
repaints. Just
yeah, bigger
repaints of them.
variety pack. Um, because like I said, that ball head guy with the glasses came from the watch pack, and I just end up putting them on some of my Adolphus, whatever, however say them soldiers, them regular soldiers, man. Okay, man, we can keep it pushing.
Keep it moving.
Yes, sir. I seen this too. I didn't know if you got it. Crimson Hound. This looks good. I think I'm gonna pass on the Hound altogether. I was gonna get a Dreadnought one, man, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that. You know what? I'd rather get a Stinger between $50 and $100,
Yeah.
even $400. To supplement for me guys riding in a tactical vehicle. I like Gridiron. I think that shit, cool. But far as my 3D printed trip, I'm about kind of over that. Far as me, there's nothing wrong with 3D prints. Buy them up because we got some great custom workers out here. But after I received that helicopter in, and I brought a tank. I brought an M113. I be seeing M113s all the time too when I be driving now. They usually be parked in front of like old armories. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
North Carolina Armory will have a tank or a helicopter out there and shit. Yeah, but yeah, but it looks great. It's freaking beautiful. Great vehicle, man, and it says Hound Weekend 10% off. So
Yeah,
that should
that
be
was the main thing I wanted people to know is that if you ain't got a hound, I'm not in the market for a Crimson Hound. I already
mm-hmm.
got enough hounds. I got like 6 or 7 of them as it is. But
Damn.
if you haven't got a hound, now's the time to get one because you can use its coupon and get 10% off.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're spending this kind of money, 10% goes a long ways.
So instead of paying 200, you can pay 180.
Hey, every dollar helps, man.
Yeah, I got the fuck with ya.
Every dollar helps out.
Yeah, it does, man, because that's what I did with Chaz, man. It was no, he actually had 20% off. So yeah, but I know a lot of people aren't football fans, man, massively in the culture, but I am, and little stuff like this is cool. Will I get these? No, I'm not a huge Transformer fan, but I think they're pretty cool, and I like when sports teams get involved with action figures. So this is a cash grab from Hasbro. I don't think they'll sell. They'll probably end up going on sale, especially if they got them at a crazy, ridiculous price. And Transformers and football, I don't know. I don't know if they got that many fans mashed up together like that. But they got the premium teams up there. You got your Niners, you got your Buffalo Bills, you got Minnesota Vikings. I think they got
I,
like
I,
3 more other teams too.
I wonder if these will be selling like in the pro shops at the stadiums. You know how you go in there
I
at the
could see that.
stadium.
I could see that. I could see that. I can see that with an extra $20 tab on top of them. Them pro
Everybody's got
shops.
to get their money.
Yeah, they be them get motherfuckers. But if you guys are interested, that's on Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, that is a pulse. Okay.
And what I have right here is, man, I love Martin. I think that's the
Man,
fucking
you so crazy.
you so crazy. But man, I love it, man. I think that's the greatest TV show ever, man. In
Bro,
my
man,
yes,
from
it's just
Fifth Flow, here to
it's
get
so
me a
funny.
sandwich.
Correct. I had to get me some sandwiches, Brother gotta eat up in here. I thought I'd just come on in. but
Made me a sandwich.
but I decided, man, I thought this was cool, man, looking at Martin and the different characters. And that's what the next episode of the summit will be. I got to get my guys together and we're going to talk about Martin. And what we're going to talk about is what would be the best action figure to make out of Martin's different characters. I'm going with Dragonfly Jones. I think that could be a character that could be made, and what we're going to be talking about, what parts will we use. And I'll kind of give you a little insight. Like, I think to make Dragonfly Jones is use Dan Body from the Storm Collectibles, because he already kind of has a red gi, and that's an affordable enough figure paint it up, Rit dye, do what we need to do. Get Lonzo to do the Dragonfly Jones head sculpt, and you got Dragonfly Jones right there. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be talking about that. You know, what other characters could be made? What diorama we can make Martin's living room out of? What will we do that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna base the whole episode around there. It'll be like a little workshop based around Martin, man. One of the greatest TV shows, one of the greatest sets of characters. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I get so deep into the character of Shanae, I be saying she when it's really that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like
the little boy, I forget the little boy's name, but he always
Roscoe.
got on my fucking nerves, man.
Roscoe.
Yeah.
You gonna sell my candy? No, I ain't gotta be in school. Or his mama, my boy, my baby child, you ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of great characters, man. You know, I forgot my man when he plays the white guy in the middle. Martin, man, you need the hammer pants, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, you need the hammer pants if you want to go to the top. So, man, Otis. Oh, Otis, man. That Otis is my guy too. If I was trying to make a figure, I would probably try to make Jerome, Otis, and Dragonfly Jones. And Otis, man. What you say now, boy? You you think you can drop old Otis, huh? Otis ain't been dropped since '69, boy. But yeah, man. So,
hey, a lot of people feeling this little segment, man. A lot of people chiming in, man.
yo,
So,
Van Martin, I
Martin
still
getting
watch
some
that to
love.
this day. I thought it was funny when I was a kid, and I still watch to this day. King Beef, we got to go, girls. Yeah, King Beef. Yeah, King Beef. Yeah, King Beef. That nigga. I don't know what that was about. Yo, he was like King Beef was like a spoof of like an action hero and shit. And he just look, yeah, Elroy Presley. Elroy Presley. Don't you know no good? Yeah. I was trying to think what was his name. Yeah, so all of these characters up here, man. All these characters up here, man, it could definitely be made and will be great action figures, man. So I just wanted to do that, man. I ran it idea past Lonzo, man. I just got to hit, you know, Cap up and Roper. If you're in it, I want you to be a part of this summit too, man. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about it. We ain't got to do that long too. Just, you know, bang it out for an hour. Because something like Roper, I'm like, Roper, how would you shoot this? Who would you want to shoot for photography? You know what I'm saying? Who you think you would have the most fun with? Dragonfly Jones would probably be fun. Otis beat motherfuckers up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it though, Bob. I'm gonna put it together. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen soon here. So
But
shout
not
out.
only that, man, but all the stuff Martin did, you know, before then with Def Comedy Jam and hosting Def Comedy Jam, man. He you know, he has quite a catalog of material that he's done over the years, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would say I was trying to think like who did it better, Martin or Eddie, but I guess you could say Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy still got Martin edge a little bit, but they were like the one and the same, but just for two different eras. You know, Martin kind of took the baton and ran with it, man. You know, it just kind of represented it for the '90s. So
Lonzo saying most definitely, and Roper is saying, yeah, I'm down with it, Sav. So
yeah, cool, yeah, man. So we're gonna put that together, man. Summit Part 2, dedication to Martin, the TV series. We're gonna make it happen. This is from Gonzo right here. Gonzo actually sent this over to me a couple of weeks ago. Just let me know about some things in Michael's. These are like little mini dioramas, but they look like skylight roofs, you know, that be in cities when you be on rooftops. So if you nifty and crafty, you can make a city scene and make that happen with that. And it's only like $6. I haven't been to Michael's and picked up things in a minute, but Michael's has the dollhouse craft area where you can pick up little stuff. Last time I was in there, I picked up a little white refrigerator. They got couches and stuff in there too for doll houses, man. So yo, yeah, Dookie said the movie Life. Yeah, Life is a classic. uh Nothing to Lose is a classic too. Is that the one he was with Tim Robbins? uh
is that the one where he ended up naked inside the gas station? Or
No, that's the one where he tried to rob Tim Robbins, and Tim Robbins had just thought his wife had cheated on him. The same dude from Shawshank Redemption.
yes.
Yeah, and he pulled off with Martin. Then they just end up being friends. It's just that was a funny fucking movie right there. Yeah, Nothing to Lose. I think that's what it was called. Yeah. This is right here. I just sent this photo over. Something simple, but somebody wanted to do a dreadnought stinger, and this right here was like told me like, "What are you doing? You got enough room for 4 more stingers if you want it. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. Get more stingers. Find them cheap. Find you some stingers so you can paint them up. Because I could use about 2 more Night Force stingers and
And
some
this is
stingers.
in the colorway of the Dreadnought vehicle too, man. I
Yes,
noticed it.
yes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But when you got stingers so cheap, what the hell? Let's paint it up. Let's make something happen. And that's what it's about, man. So the classified line is a double-edged sword. Yeah, we got jerked with the vamp, and it wasn't out long. I mean, everybody had plenty of top opportunity to order it. But it is what it is with that. But we have had such a large influx of stingers. Some people have brought stingers for less than you can get an action figure for.
Yeah, true that.
You know.
And real quick, the guy who made this, his name is James Robinson. So shout out to
Okay.
James Robinson.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Hey, and you notice we haven't showed any of Aaron's been painting stuff lately. You notice that? We ain't showed. Remember, we were showing a bunch of his stingers. And
Yes. Yeah. I ain't seen
remember,
nothing really.
yeah, well, because he ain't really messing with classified no more, man. He is he bought some Mythic Legion figures and he's got turned out, man, and he's completely into Mythic Legions, man. So now instead of like painting vehicles and doing all that, he's painting like Templar knights and doing all that stuff. So
nice.
but
Nice.
yeah, he did some good stuff, man. I really like the Tiger Force. He did a Tiger Force Stinger, and we showed it on here with
Yeah.
the APC gridiron loadout, man. So yeah, he has some talent, man. So hopefully he'll get back into classified at some point.
I am due to paint a stinger here in a little bit. It ain't gonna be nothing important. I'm gonna put it on parts and pieces. I mean, not nothing important, but nothing crazy. HK Viper, what's going on with you? But I'm gonna just do a jet black one and put my gridiron parts on. And I still got that photo of me, that black one we seen, like months back. So that's what I'm trying to get close to, something like that. But I'm gonna make it a Night Force, vamp or whatnot, man.
Man, every time I see an all black SUV with black rims, black tint, those are when Mob Deep came into some money. They right after Murder Music, they did a DVD. Remember street DVDs were a thing for a while
Yeah,
back in the early 2000s. Mob
yeah,
Deep had this street DVD. I forget what it was called, but one of them had got like I think Havoc got a black Range Rover that was all black, same thing, rims, tint, everything, and he kept
yeah.
saying it looks like a black jelly bean. It's my black jelly bean. And that's what I always think of every time I see a murdered out SUV, man.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with all black on black. It always looks good.
And Uncle Clutch.
Yes, Dookie, I believe, did this bike for him. And
Yep.
this came from McFarlane. Actually, this is like a Batman bike. Not I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if it's a Batman bike, but like a Robin bike. But it looks like Dookie put a paint job on it, man, and not counted it up, man. I wanted to throw it up on here. I like that. What's the name in the background? That Ripper. He used that old man Hawkeye head.
Yeah,
You see it?
and Naga Hide. All those are custom
Yeah,
dreadnoughts, man.
But I like that Ripper though. That's dope right there. I really like that. I think I got a few more on Clutch. I'm not I think Gonzo said Life of the
Yeah.
Infamous.
Yeah,
That
I
might
think
have
that
been
was it. Yeah.
the name of the DVD.
And Evil Dookie saying no, that was one of Clutch's bikes.
Oh, Clutch. He did that bike. Okay, he did it
Yeah, I
himself.
didn't.
Okay.
You said that, and I know he did a bike for Clutch. The one he did for Clutch was the one that was blue and yellow. It was
Okay.
Torch. Was it Torch? The guy with the Ripper. He did a custom Ripper bike for him. Or yeah, a custom Ripper. It was blue and had like the yellow and the leopard seat on it.
Yes, yeah. I remember it now. I just thought maybe Dookie had did another bike for him, but nah, he did this one for himself. And be honest with you, for it to be a 7-inch bike, Zartan is fitting pretty nice on it. It doesn't look bad, you know. But that Ripper, man, I'm steady looking at it, man. I gotta find me an old man Hawkeye head and make me something happen. That was a good set right there. I got the original set here. I believe that's Old Man Hawkeye. Did he? No, I'm not too sure. I don't know who that is. I don't think Hawkeye came with a ponytail like that. His hair was more wild. It's been a minute since I put my hand on that set. Anybody know where that head sculpt comes from?
Yeah, the Old Man Hawkeye, he didn't have glasses. He had like his hair all wild.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, the beard though made me think that.
Well, hit us in the chats. We got a lot to get through. But
Yep,
speaking
yep,
of Dookie, here's Dookie right here.
yep. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool photo, man. So I just wanted to show it and put it up there. You know, they all in a circle. They got the different bikes out. Inspired, man. Nice photo.
He's saying it's Jay's Armory head sculpt.
Jay's Armory. Who is that?
I guess it's a 3D
Okay,
3D
okay,
printer. But
okay,
somebody else
okay.
is saying it's the Old Man Hawkeye too. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, it might be
It might be both.
yes, yeah, 3D print, but Old Man Hawkeye with a ponytail. So yeah, this is pretty dope, man. Dookie, keep doing your thing with the bikes, man. This looks amazing right here. This is the bike he did for Lonzo right here. It's got like a red and black and silver, and once again, man, like all those bikes, man, being fired, man. Be quite
Man, this looks like a
definitely.
real fucking bike, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like plastic. It looks like a real fucking bike, man.
Yeah. He's doing a good job with paint. Things that goes along with it, the aesthetic, the accessories that goes with it, man. All this looks good, man. He's really getting it in, and you know, it's got the rims painted. You know, you gotta take this bike apart, you know, to do all that, man, to get up in there and make it look clean like that. Okay, he says Old Man Hawkeye 1K. I'm pretty sure because I got that figure. I
got it right over here too. It came with an Old Man Wolverine, didn't it?
Yeah, there was a 2-pack.
Yeah, I got him with my Operation Monster Force, but I don't have that head on it. I have the other head where his hair's all crazy.
Well, that head should be in here. I might have it on the figure. I don't know. I might have to find me one on eBay or something because that looks good. Got me stuttering and shit. But yeah, man. So this is Lonzo bike, man. Looks like he's gonna enjoy that for sure. So that is pretty dope. And we got
that's actually the Dreadnought figure that Lonzo made. So
nice.
This is gonna be this is gonna be his bike that
nice.
Dookie made for him.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta get with old Dukester, man. I just gotta you know, find some clear time to get the parts and pieces and get the bikes. You know, the 2 bikes I need to combine to make what I'm looking for, man. But we got it though.
Well, speaking of which, if you want a Dookie original, you got a couple ways you can get one. First and foremost, go support this man because he's putting in the work. You know, you can buy a bike from him, so hit him up. The other thing he's doing, if you're not a sub to his channel, go sub to his channel. And then after you sub to his channel, become a member. And then after you do that, he's going to have a live video. And if you're on the live video and in the comments, he's going to be giving away a brand new bike that has never been built. So check him out.
Nice. Major Marcus did an all black
Dark Lawn.
Yeah, Dark Lawn. Which Dark Lawn is a great figure. I think what takes away from him is the color of his pants and things going. But other than that, man, I like his original colorway. I think it's nice. I mean, it's wild, but I can make it work, man. But he's a solid figure, you know, just jet black like this. Really shows you, like, you know, his just for what it is, his streamlines, all that looks great, man.
He looks menacing right here, bro. Very menacing.
Well, anytime you start to kind of darken up his tones, even with the one I did, I just simply gave him black pants, and that just even made him look even more, you know what I'm saying, menacing, man. And if you put it with a flat, you know, paint on him, especially on the mask, man, it just brings him out a lot more. But he's a great figure. He's $21 right now on Amazon too. If anybody hasn't picked up his Dark Line, I think he has the greatest blade in the classified line.
Yeah,
you know, like far as his sword, like that's the best sword.
Until we get that new Destro. That new Destro is gonna give it a run for its money, man.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But he looks even better when he has two of those swords in his hand. That shit is fire. But shout out to Major Marcus, man. Keep putting in the work, brother.
Here's another Major Marcus. Did you see this one? He just put this up.
No, I did not. I did not. Okay, so it looks like he has built something off of Scrap Iron's vest. And it looks like he has the original Cobra Troopers legs, spirit. Okay.
Just an updated spirit. I think it looks really good,
Yeah.
man. Very tactical.
Yeah.
Toyonomic Trey's agreeing that Desho's got that Scottish Claymore sword. That's gonna be a big sword, man. It's almost
Claymore. Yeah. Yep. I'm still running with Dark Lawn though.
And then this ain't nothing like dramatic like what our regulars do. This is Jamie Schallenberg. I saw this in one of the groups. But this is just the suit box with the werewolf heads on them, man. I just thought it looked cool, man. The one in the middle gave me a Thriller vibe to it, man.
They look like angry kittens.
Kittens, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought they looked dope with them, man. It just gives them a different look.
No, I'm just talking about
bash.
The head sculpts on them. I mean, they're good. It's just I'm just glad I backed out of kind of them wolf head sculpts. They're okay, but they just really look like kind of angry kittens and shit. But the suit bodies, like that red suit, I'm definitely wanting to see how I can make that happen with one of my Crimson twins, and of course the other blue suit as well.
All right, and then we got Lonzo, and this is one of his customs, and this is actually
I like this one right here.
This is Salvo. I had this. This was an actual character that came out back in the day, and I had this dude when I was a kid. I always thought he was pretty cool. This was at the stage where the weapons started getting really big and kind of corny, but
yeah,
him as a figure I thought was pretty dope. And this is pretty spot on to what the figure looked like back in the day.
This looks like the spring action type weapons, right?
Yeah.
When you start shooting rockets and shit.
Yeah, he had rockets, and then his gun shot like landmines. Like it didn't really shoot, but it shot out landmines. So shit that wasn't really realistic. But again, he was another figure that had a helmet that came on and off.
Is that Salvo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He was in the second cartoon and shit. I started watching that today. Yeah, what was when Cobra Commander came back as the man? What was it called? The Firebird something operation or something. Yeah, it was like a movie, but yeah, you could tell that it definitely switched up. And I seen Lonzo join of this today too, and I like it because it got that Outback upper body and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that T-shirt and tactical pants look, man. It threw me off a little bit though, because it looks like the helmet is almost a part of his head. It almost looks like remember that show called The Head used to come on MTV where the dude had the big old cone head, but that's what it kind of looked like with that helmet on it, man. But it's a dope figure though, and a nice setup.
And it was a dope picture too. You got a nice diorama that he's set in. You got Dusty and Rock and Roll like in the background, out of focus. So it was a dope picture as well, man.
Yeah. Now this one I like here. Now I sent this over. He made a dreadnought out of his character. It's basically Torch. It's got Torch's arms and legs, and the vest might come from Marvel Legends. Forgot this boy. He got a yellow and black mask on, but he kind of wears a vest like that. Damn, Rage from Marvel Legends has a vest like that. But I think the head sculpt, Lonzo had to make that up, but that head sculpt is hitting. That shit is rocking.
That's
on point.
Looks good.
Really feeling that. And then he painted the chest because Torch's chest is out on that, so he painted a shirt on there. So that's dope figure. I really liked it, and I like the Max he got in his hands too.
Mac 10.
Yeah.
So he's saying Havoc. So I guess this guy's name is Havoc.
Okay. Oh yeah, Havoc does have a vest like that. Cyclops' brother. Yeah, from X Factor. The new X Factor.
And Hustles is commenting on the TV show that you're talking about.
Yes, he said, "Oh damn, the head, yeah, the alien, yeah, he did have an alien lived in there." Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of with that last figure salvo, and this figure right here, this was pretty dope too. Nice color palettes
Yeah,
on this.
look at the laces, man. You even got the green on the laces.
Yeah,
Look, and just
yeah.
dope, dope, man. Uh, anything else you want to say on this one?
No, I'm good. This one, just awesome, man. More awesome work from Lonzo, man. Y'all check him out on Facebook, Lonzo Wilkinson. If you haven't, this run right here, though, look more like what's the name to me? That one last week looked like, but this one I guess this remind me of a younger NBA young boy, and that's what the NBA young boy hair is longer now. But this, anytime I think of NBA young boy when his hair was a little shorter, because I'm not really too much into the newer stuff, but this just reminds me of him. Also, it's
Well,
like almost like that one boy, Extenation too, X whatever.
man, the red camo is what blew my mind on this, man. That red camo is fucking hitting on this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it is. It definitely is.
That was the first thing I told him when he sent this. But good job, Lonzo. You're doing your thing, man, as always. The
Yes, sir.
dioramas. We're gonna talk. He's got a video where he was shipping out a diorama that I'm gonna
I
show
seen it.
later. But whether you want a custom figure or a custom diorama, man, hit up Lonzo. He got you covered. Then I showed you this earlier this week. This ain't something that I would buy or I'm into, but this is Fairy the Workaholic, and I just He-Man is always doing that. I don't buy He-Man, but I've seen like where they're doing crossovers between lines, and this
Yeah.
was Fairy's twist on that, and I just thought they looked pretty cool, man. What'd you think about this right here?
I think it's really cool. I think it's dope. I think out of all of them, the only point I probably would fuck with is the big boa, because I think that aesthetic just fits it more. And then, hey, fair, if you ever see this too, man, why don't you go and give Major Marcus his props, man, on that saber tooth, that suited saber tooth, because that shit was play for play. His figure too, man. Marcus was upset about that, but Marcus, keep putting in the work, family, and Ferry, keep putting in work too, because I know you got your own mind and your own style too. But I don't know if he got that idea from Major Marcus Bills, play for play, that suited body with that saber tooth head, man. I don't know anybody else who fucking done that, just play for play like that, as far as coming up with that figure, man. But Ferry's a great artist. Major Marcus is a great artist, man. Y'all keep putting in the work, basically. But this looks good though. Like I said, Big Bowl is probably about the one I would mess with if I did.
Hey, I was not aware of that situation though, man.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. Marcus keep putting in work, man. He ain't got nothing to worry about, to be quite honest with you. This right here, I just put this up, man, because it just show, how Facebook show you memories. So I was like, well, damn, this is a great one to show here. And that April 25th, 2021, I had never took a picture of action figures before. This is like one of the second or third pictures I ever took at action figures, and I wasn't trying to do it in the way that how we do it now, trying to set up a scene. I just put my camera up to it and just took a picture. Why? I don't even know. After I did this shit, I was like, yo, why the fuck did I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why I do that? Well, what was the point of that? But not knowing that there was a whole world, out here, that does things, man. So and it's only been 5 years, man. That hasn't
Yeah, look how far you've come, man.
that hasn't been long ago, and that's what this picture is. I go from taking a picture wondering why I'm taking pictures of fucking dinosaurs with bad lighting in their fucking eyes and faces damn near black. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did I just take a picture of my collection? 'Cause that's basically what it was. These figures were standing up on a table until now, to where I've made my custom figure, just all the way around with Jordans on his feet, and almost pretty much how I envisioned in my head this figure came out to that, and it's just 5 years later. This is before I even started my channel. This is April 25th, 2021. I started my channel in September of 2021. You know, so this is totally a full circle. So I just thought it was great, man. You know, I'm sitting up there with a custom made dock with Jordans on, and I
So
designed them totally how I wanted them designed.
is that the that's not the dinosaur that you're saying is like the Professor Rockclaw, is it?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, it is. Those are
is it?
Mattel
Okay.
Amber collections. Yeah,
Okay.
they've been out since like 2020, 2019. Same tooling. They move the same way, and those dinosaurs are good. Got articulated tails with wires in them and everything. They're probably a little bit bigger than that Professor Rockclaw. And them figures used to cost like $25 a piece. You know, those dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, man. Basically, oh yeah, just showing off some more of the Night Force figures. I've been really feeling these figures as of lately, man. And
I got your individual ones.
oh yeah,
These are really fucking cool, man. I mean, who would have thought taking a Cobra, a GI Joe, and a cop, and you get this, man? I mean, this is really nice work, man. You got how many? So you got 1, 2, 3. This is what, like 4 different figures right here to make this.
yeah. This is 4 different figures. This is Law and Order. This is 60th anniversary and Cobra Stinger driver legs. Yeah, so it's 3.
Well,
Yes,
the
3.
vest and that vest, the Legacy ESU, or is that Law and Order's vest?
No, that's
Which
Law and Order. It just red
oh,
dyed black.
okay.
Yep, I took the blue vest and red dyed it black, which is it's still majority black with like some blue hits. But yeah, the only thing about it, man, is this Stinger driver legs are just a little loose. And it's because by the time we've got to the Stinger driver, that tooling has been beat about 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? There's been 4 or 5 troops made off that same aesthetic, and it started with the blue Cobra officer, which by the way is on sale at Big Bad Toy Store forever for like 18, $17. He says, when you get that chopper, it's over, my ninja. Yeah, no doubt. I do need
And
to
you
get
put
a
a.
white.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
It looks like you put a wash on the legs too, right?
I did because I didn't want them that light, being that this figure was dark. But even if you would have left them light, like the regular Cobra Stinger legs, it'd be cool. But I got this idea from a 60th anniversary upper body that got red dyed orange, and it made it like a brown color, which we're gonna see on another ESU figure that I did, man. And just threw Beachhead in the mix. I've been wanting to use the black Beachhead for a minute. At first I wasn't gonna put his beret on, but he looks just dope as fuck with that beret, and just giving him a different different layout, man. Shit, make him an officer. You know, it's not like he can't be shit. He's already in the military, and for deep lore, his son did actually become a police officer on
Yep.
Cops. So it was cool to kind of and use that black head. But this he could be anybody. Um, he could be Beachhead or he can just be Rando. He can actually be Shockwave if you want him to be. So he can go a couple of different ways. So why not? That head is hard as fuck to get on, though. You got to really boil that shit and squeeze it on. Why? Because that is the first set of classified heads. It even actually still has a hinge where you can look up. So it's just very different. So you can't, I don't know if you're going to be able to pop that head on anything with a blow dry. You really need to boil that head. I boiled it for like a minute. Might be time to implement the wheel of prizes so we can use the number to spin, fam. No doubt, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have something probably in a little bit, man. To hand, I forgot what it was I was thinking about, but it'll be something.
Well, I really like the wash, and I like how you mucked up the helmet to give it that wear and tear on the helmet. It looks like
No, I
there's some
didn't.
wear.
I got videos coming out on these too. I'm gonna put these out immediately. I ain't gonna wait the normal cycle because what y'all been seeing lately is videos that I've made a month ago and they're just getting put out. Like the one I put out today with Wesley. I had that made like 3 weeks, but y'all done seen him
On the show.
yeah, for a while now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna put these out immediately. But no, I red dyed the helmet black, and then that's paint on those helmets. They did have scuff marks on those helmets. You just can't tell. but when you dye it black, it brings those marks out. So it keeps
Damn.
the scratches and then turn the helmet black, which is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do that, man. The Rit dye did everything here. The Rit dye turned, the army camo patterns dark. The Rit dye turned the vest black, and the Rit dye turned the helmets black, man. And next thing up is on the menu too is the dogs. I'm about to take their harnesses and dip them all in black, and then I'm gonna dip the dogs in different colors and try to get them going. Appreciate it, Steve-O. Yeah, like I said, the only thing about it, man, I just thought the legs were a little were a little weak on the Stinger drive, but they'll do. This I made him first, and one because I already had the upper body. Now his head, what I had to do with him, because there was something still wasn't right about him. It's his head and his fucking neck. What I had to do, I popped that head off and set that up a little bit higher, and you can see it on the thumbnail for this video with this Alpine, but it still looks good, like this. But this is the original idea right here. I already had that brown upper body because that his pants are actually on a buzzer that I did, a custom buzzer. So I was like, I'm gonna use that upper body one day. Rit dyed that black, use Doc legs, Rit dyed that black, threw the Jordans on, which I'll show. I got a video on him too. I'll show how I put them on or whatnot, man. And made a updated fresh MP. This is an ode to those two MPs I made back in November. This is updated, and I took that beret off his head and put it on Beachhead. He looks better without the beret. It gives him more of who he is. Once again, this could be Alpine or this could be, anybody, just a random.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I didn't even catch it. That was Alpine when I seen this.
Yeah,
so I didn't even realize it, man.
It could be anybody, and I've took an Alpine body and busted it down with his head and neck left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I gotta find somewhere to put him, man. I think this suits well, but I wish I had a picture of me with that head popped up a little bit, because his head needs to come up out of there a little bit. Right now it's a little hugged up, but it still looks straight. But it looked better with just that little bit of neck leverage, man, that I gave it, man, later on, man. So he's a newer, fresh MP. He do look like Max B. The wavy style. I told you when I first saw him, he looks like a brother rolling with PE. Yes, with the beret on, it gives him that PE vibe. It does. It does. I took it off though. I got him, but it's just his C's are out. You can just see his Caesar.
Did you have to do anything to the Jordans on this one? I know you had to cut some Jordans on the other one.
Yeah. On all these Doc pants, you got to cut those Jordans. You got to make them Jordan low 6s. That's what they look like once you get done. And the reason why is when you pop Doc's boot off at the bottom, it's not a full boot. It's like a shoe and shit up under there.
Yeah.
Up under that bell bottom, man. So you got to do the same thing to these Jordans, and it looks just right. It looks just like how jeans fall over 6s, don't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't tell that you had to cut them. That's why I was asking. I was curious.
Yeah. Now you got to make them low so that bell can fit over them, man. Yeah, Professor Griff.
Griff.
Yeah, they sure did, man. Just like I say, he's an updated version of fresh MPs, and why not make him part of Night Force, man? Go and get my MP game. I didn't mean to send that. I guess I resent that, but I haven't really did nothing new to him. I think that when I first initially showed him, he didn't have all those holsters on his legs. That kind of helped build him out on that. But I didn't mean to send that, man. I guess I just accidentally hit it. Took this picture. Did some cool stuff with this. Hey, anybody got any AI apps that actually let you shoot pistols now? Because in my AI app, they don't let me shoot guns no more. Like at the beginning of this episode, when you see the Saw Commander I got, he's shooting that rifle. I can't do that shit no more. They like, that's too violent. I'm like, oh man. But I did a sick because I'm taking pictures and I'm also seeing what I could do with AI. So when it's time to make our new intro, our new intro is gonna be longer. It's gonna be like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna play it.
I hope so. Because it didn't took you long enough to get to it. We're on like episode 16, 17.
Hey, look, we might be on 30 by the time the motherfucker come. But
I do see something here though, Mike. Like I'm looking at this layout right here, right now, and I see heavy duty in the back. It looks like you have split, or is that the same? Is it just the lighting? I guess.
it's the lighting.
Okay.
It's the lighting. It's the same guy. I haven't done anything.
He looks more faded up top, like he's wearing a gray shirt. Where here he looks like it's
Yeah,
popping more.
yeah. That's the lighting, and the
Okay.
reason why is because I had the proper lighting on him now. Like that picture before, like I had to modify those pictures sometimes when I put them on Facebook, give them a little bit more color because I'm shooting on the kitchen counter. I don't know. I had the proper lighting. Everything's kind of hazy and shit. But this is downstairs in my room. I got all the right lights set up on them so I can bring everybody's color out. But I got a dope AI thing of them in this photo right here saluting all at one time. That shit is fire, yo.
And you got
Like,
Alpine with the beret off in the back too.
yes, yep. You see him with the beret off now. I like Duke now. I've added more harnesses to Duke in the wreckage outfit, and he's more complete now as well. And Cover Girl is fucking sexy as fuck. That's like actually a good looking action figure. Like I shot her a little bit today too, and she's fucking fine as fuck, yo.
So right here, if you gave her black hair, it reminds me of that figure I sent you over a couple days ago. That's coming out with the Marvel Legends.
Oh, the Jessica Jones. Yeah,
I don't have her in the show tonight, but man, I'm definitely gonna cop her. Man, she's gonna be a dope figure to have just as a background girl or a GI Joe agent undercover doing something, or an undercover cop or whatever.
yeah,
Man, she's gonna be a really dope, fun figure to get, man.
yeah, yep. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show, man. You can move on with this one.
I think that's all we had for you. This was a custom I saw earlier in the week, and again using the Cover Girl body. This is Anthony Christensen, and
Nice.
this is just a custom Sting commander, driver, and mechanic, and a little squad he built. And I just thought it looked cool, man. Had a not much to it, but it had a different vibe, man. That I thought was
Yeah,
worth
it's dope.
showing.
I like that Cover Girl. That's on point right there.
Got the Cobra sigil on the cap. I like how dirty he looks over here, man. He looks like he's been out in the battlefield and seen some shit, man.
Yeah, that's a good looking set. I think I like that Cover Girl the most. That's dope. Cover Girl's a great figure. To be quite honest with you.
And then this one, nothing too special, but it just goes to show you how those can fit on just about anything. And we got the Dire Creeper that's coming out, and a lot of us were upset that they gave us the same head that we got with Crystal Ball. But this just goes to show you with a little imagination, you can make anything work. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like that. That Grim Raider that I made with it on there. I think that looks awesome. I'd rather have it over there on that end anyway.
But this is Ace Still Plays. He's got a lot of dope stuff on social media if you haven't ever checked him out.
Nice.
And then what is this right here? You sent this over. I'm like, what does this got to do with? What is this?
Your people's tripping, man. This is some straight white people shit right here,
man.
Right?
Here you go.
Nah, but this is my boy.
Man. I don't got nothing like this on my body except.
But no, man, this is my man, Loki. This is Loki Wartooth. He tattooed, man. I just thought this was interesting, man. Would I ever do some shit like this? Hell no. But somebody's getting different dicks tattooed on him, man. I just thought this was crazy, man. He's got a Batman one down there. He's got a Mr. T one. He's got a cowboy riding a rocket dick. He's got a dickhead named Donald Trump on there. And then he has a Spider-Man shooting webbing out the tip of his dick. Yeah, so this is Loki, model misfit. This is Loki Wartooth, man. he's tatting this on somebody's body every week, and I guess every week they get a new dick on them.
All right, so this is real. So somebody's really getting all these dicks on.
Yeah, this is real. This is real shit. This is Loki and shit. Have you ever met Loki before?
I can't remember.
He looks like a dreadnought. He be with Daredevil Dave at Joe Fest. I usually kind of kick it with them when I'm down there, man. But I seen it last week. Was gonna send it over, but he had another one this week where a guy came to the shop and got another dick added on it to him.
That one riding the rocket, it's like somebody's about to get dick down.
The Spider-Man one is just like wow, yo.
Slaying in webs. Man, we just lost like 10 viewers, man. All right.
Oh, man.
What's this right here? Clayface.
Yes, Clayface coming out October. I thought it was something fake. But you know what? If I was thinking, I would have maybe we'll do it next week. We'll play the trailer for it. But it's a real movie from the Nolan universe, I believe. Not Nolan. Whoever be in that because they switched directors so much, but he used to be in the DC universe, but now he just kind of just does single films. So they're doing Clayface. Hopefully it doesn't suck like all the other ones I heard of, which I did not see. But we'll see. Clayface is a very interesting character. I still think the greatest Clayface that was made was from the Mattel DC line, and it was a builder figure. I have it somewhere.
There you go. James Gunn. It was a James Gunn universe.
Yes.
Thank you, Jen Rummy.
Yes. I always thought Clayface was a pretty cool Batman villain, man. And I don't know. We'll see what it's talking about. But I may, if I can remember, or if I feel like I can fit it in with next week's show, we'll show the trailer for that.
All right. So after that little tangent, we're back to the best part of the show.
Well, since we just got off the subject of dicks, I guess he had a long day on the battlefield. And what better time to come in than right before dusk to watch Mia Khalifa to I guess jack his dick. But I just thought this was funny right here, man. Who is that? Firefly?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first one. That's the Cobra Island Firefly.
Yeah, I couldn't tell which one because the face doesn't. I'm looking at from the side, like the body looks like it would, especially with the vest. But I didn't know if maybe they altered the face, or what on there, man. But hey, but to be honest with you though, pretty cool pick. Great lighting, great contrast, and a great setup, man. You know, he's just about to watch Mia Khalifa up there.
Hey, Hustles, the Penguin show is pretty cool. I saw that last year.
I still ain't watched that. Maybe I'll watch. Maybe that'll be one of the next shows I watch because that's what I've been trying to do. Playing the cleanup, man.
I guess this is one of Roper's people.
Yes. Yep. When I seen that, I was like, I thought I heard that name before. Plastic Shutter. Yep.
All right, and yeah. So that's that. I like the propane tank. That looks good. This is another one you sent over, Mr. Mad
This
Orange.
right here. I don't know if this is Roper's People's too. Well, I don't know. I think I found this guy on Instagram. I just thought I liked his photos, but great shot. Very tangible. I like the way they put all the troopers there, and it's just clean, man. It's nicely cropped, and it's just a dope shot. And he's got all those new Vipers too that look real good.
This is how I be trying to set my shelves up, man. When I do my little boxes, I try to put all my guys in a little squad like that.
Yeah, it look like you got about 10 of them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got about 8 of them there. And that's about how many you could possibly fit in a shot, man, to
without
make it look clean, without making it look bunched up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this I sent over, man, because I this was the one figure I could get last week and put in my pile loot was this Balrog. And I've been hearing a lot of great reviews on it. And shout out to the Bearded Sumo too, man. I haven't had a chance to put one of his pictures up on my joint, man. But I can't wait to get my hands on this Balrog. And a lot of people have been kind of trying to shit on Jada. It seemed like in the last year when the Storm Collectibles line had came out, man. But I like Jada, man. I don't think they've missed a beat. If anything, they've gotten better. So shout out to Balrog, and I can't wait to get him in my hands. I usually cop 2 of the Jadas. So I'll probably be getting a second one down the road. And I just thought this was a cool pick too.
So we went from Balrog knocking out Copperhead to the great knocking out Balrog.
Yeah, the greatest knocking out Balrog. It only makes sense.
That's like the picture though, the poster. The famous
Yes,
poster.
yes, yes, yep, yep, yep. It damn sure is. Yep. Sunny Liston. Yeah.
I bought this figure from you, didn't I? Didn't I buy this from? No, I
No,
bought that. I
Mr.
bought
T
the.
and Roddy Piper.
That's right.
Yep, yep, yep. Mr.
I
T
still
and
need to
Roddy.
get this one. I need to get this figure. That's a good figure.
I do got an Ali figure. Yeah, I need to get another one myself. I got one though. He's pretty tight.
But that's a great that image though is just a inspiration. Not this one, but what it's emulating. You know that's just a great image, man, for like overcoming an obstacle or pushing past something, man. You know, just
Yeah,
knocking that motherfucker out and pushing forward, man.
yeah,
Overcoming.
yep, yep. Shout out to the Street Fighter movie. I don't know what to think of it, but it looks like an over parody spoof. But you know that might be the best way to go about it. But the verdict's still out on that.
So I left the name out because I wanted to see how good you are. Do you know who took this picture right here? I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm
No,
sorry.
it reminds me of somebody, but I just can't think about it. G.I. Joe Cobron.
Close. Yojo Collectibles.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was one of them. That's just the way they take. Let me guess, he was spinning around it and shit while,
Yep.
while some creepy music was playing. Yeah, nah, yeah, this looks good though.
Then this one right here, I thought this was like some AI stuff behind it, but you know how they had behind the scenes afterwards. This is actually a diorama and lighting. So this is all real. None of this is AI. This is an actual
All
picture.
practical. Damn,
Yep.
yeah, that's tough right there. That's tough. Yeah, it looks good. Shout out to that storm shadow. That was a clean storm shadow too.
And I thought this was cool. Just the way, like, even the light, the way the light is hitting, like the knife. I think that's probably
Yeah,
done in like a Photoshop, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then you got the bird coming in and distracting him, and then Spirit stabbing the dude. I just thought this was really good storytelling right here.
it is. Especially the way Spirit is laying down on the ground. That looks realistic.
Yep.
Yeah, just the way he's laying. Yeah, that all that looks good.
So Roper saying that he shared that on one of his stories this past week, the quick kick and Storm Shadow.
Yeah, that did look good.
It definitely caught my attention. Speaking of Roper,
This
this
is
is one of his
awesome.
newest photos. I saw this like the day after we did our show last week, I think.
Okay. And that's why I said, because I didn't send nothing over from Roper this week. So I'm glad you gotten it, because I just I didn't come across nothing or whatever, but I didn't think about it till it's too late. I'm like, damn, I ain't have nothing from it. But this is Roper right here. This is dope shit right here. This is right as right now the best photo on here tonight. To be quite
Well,
honest with
we got one more Ropers, and that's this one. This is
you.
I think
I
his
did
newest
see
one.
this one right here. This one was pretty cool. That last one though, that's you know, you that's your gold standard right there. That shit was fire. That was the night vipers, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, it
Last photo.
was.
Let me see it one
Yep.
more time.
Hold on, I'm in a different screen. Hold on. Right there.
Yeah, that looks good because I want to talk about it. Like I say, man, like Roper's photos, man, is like art pieces, man. Look at the red lights going, tailing down, down the tunnel, man, and just the contrast of the rings going around, the contrast of that back gate behind it. I mean, this is some realistic looking shit right here, man. This is on point. This is fire. I love the color palette of it. I love the posing, everything. This is perfect. This is a perfect photo, really, in my eyes.
Yeah, he's saying Roper's saying he loves the Night Vipers. I agree, man. I really enjoyed them. But also, I wanted to show this real quick. We got the Monday Night Shootout. This is that show that I've been talking about, and it premieres this Monday night at 9:30, and it's gonna be on the YouTube channel. I'll put the description in the link, but Mr. Roper is actually going to be on this episode. I think there's going to be 4 people co-hosting, and he's going to be one of the hosts on this.
Okay.
So everybody, if you're into toy photography, if you're into supporting Roper, please check this out Monday night at 9:30 on YouTube. I believe it's on the Plastic Battles channel. Let me look real quick. I think I might have it right here.
Yeah, I'll definitely be checking this out.
Yeah, right here. So this is it. If you look at the bottom, youtube.com/plastic battles. And the show is called Monday Night Shootout. So
Nice. Yeah. Well, Roper, I'm pretty sure, man, you're gonna do your thug thizzle on that shit and keep putting in the great work, man.
So
Yeah.
he's saying it's gonna be a good time. Y'all tune in if you like Joe photos, and it's GI Joe adjacent. Yeah. So the guy who is doing it, his name is Paul, and he's definitely a GI Joe head, man. He's been doing toy photography before Classified. He was doing it back in the day with like the O-ring figures and the 25th anniversary figures. So he's a very talented dude, and he's definitely a GI Joe head. So
nice.
Then this is another one, and I believe Roper. I seen this one, and then I seen Roper share this one too later on. But I captured this Sunday or Monday last week. But this is an amazing photo right here from Danger Room.
Yeah, that looks dope. I like the desert scorpions in the background, especially the one with the spear. You know, it just gives it depth, gives the picture texture, man. And even into the far right corner, looking back, looks like they're in the desert. You got blue sky with the tan horizon there, and then you come closer in the picture, and then you see pieces of the scorpion. Everything's tangible, everything's tight. The lighting looks good. Contrast is the biggest thing in this, kind of separate, you know, the different silhouettes of the people, and you know, to be able to depict the different things that's going on with this, man. This is dope. This is dope. You know, I I wish I could get my lighting down like these guys.
Then this is the last photo I got. But man, it's almost you could. This is like a action scene. Like the bomb just went off, or the wall just got blown through, and all the dust is in the air, and all hell is breaking loose. Man, you feel like you're in the moment on this
Yeah,
photo.
yeah, most definitely. Desert urban warfare type ordeal in Iraq, in Afghanistan type ordeal, man, going on. Beat down, run down structures, towns with no pavement, dirt roads, hard dirt roads at that, because they've been packed from road riding on them for so many years. So yeah, it's all of that, man, and that looks dope.
What was the movie? I think it was called Warfare. Did you see that movie that came
I
out
believe I
recently?
did. I believe I did.
So this reminded me of that movie Warfare. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
couple scenes in there where they're engaged, and they're in it, and it reminded me of that scene, man.
yeah, yeah.
Also, Black Hawk Down. Yep, Black Hawk
Yeah,
Down is another
that
one.
was my movie too, Black Hawk Down with Josh Hornet. Yeah.
People like Evil Dookie saying his PTSD's kicking in, and
Yeah, just look like that shit for sure.
but that was the last photo I got. Um, just I
Oh,
got a couple of YouTube shows from this week. I watched this
yes,
today, man. I really enjoyed it, man. I'd never heard of these two dudes, but I really enjoyed watching it, man. It was very
yes.
entertaining.
And anybody who watches the replay on this or playback, y'all watch this video right here, man. My views kind of low on this. Y'all show my guy some love, because Toy Dom is really good, man. Toy Domination, man. He's got a really great channel. They attend Joe Fest as well. About 2 years ago, these guys brought me on. Kind of one of the first people kind of like interview me, and you know, when the table was pumping. And last year they brought me on, and that's how I met Mikey from Plastic Fantastic, because they brought us on at the same time. Yeah, Dom is funny as hell, man, and his partner Joe is great as well. I think Joe does work with him on the lives, but they're best friends. Great interview. It was funny. I actually laughed
Bro,
the
I
whole.
dropped the ball when we were showing that Loki Wartooth picture. I was gonna say, what is this, a meat fest?
Yeah, yeah. And look, and just like that one thing you said, that shit flew totally over my head. He was like, "Yeah, it's a me fest." I'm like, why do they call it Me Fest? His name is Joe. So it was
Yeah.
so simple and corny, man. It just flew right over my fucking head, man. So it was a good episode. Hustle said it was a cool episode, but you guys check
Yeah.
it out, man. Check it out, man. Let's get the views up on Toy Domination, man. You probably come across another great channel, man. You know that can open your horizon up as far as his action figure shit instead of the same old shit every time, because the way Dom collects is not collecting on the latest greatest shit. He's a true toy collector, collecting what he loves and what's passionate about, and a lot of cool things. And just like I said in the episode, he has so much collecting, because these are the type of guys they've been collecting. They never, this ain't their first rodeo. They've been collecting for 20 plus years, you know, ever since they got out of high school. So they got, you know, just thousands of things, and he has so much shit it doesn't justify it by taking a picture. So in this interview I showed it live. Yeah, Malachi, go check him out, man. Go check it out. I promise you, you'll like the content, man. And it's different. It's very different. It's not like normal shit we be watching, man. So great interview.
And it sounds like they're getting their kids involved too with the videos.
Yeah. He has his sons involved. Matter of fact, they just dropped a video yesterday where he builds dioramas out. You know, like he just built a 5-foot building. You know, kind of like how Shane from Same Time did. He took wood, you know, 4 corners, boom, put a building together, and they do stuff like that. Parts and pieces. Once again, it's just like the Xandar video, just different, showing me cutting the ass out of that Daredevil figure and kind of just getting through that, because I got a few more Daredevil bodies, but I've made my Daredevil hoodie characters that I want. We have some in the future, but you know, this right here video is roughly like 3 weeks old. I just wanted to go ahead and get it out of there. Either I was on get it out now or show it months down the road, but I might as well go ahead and get it out there now. You guys been seeing this character, Simon Phoenix. This idea came from, this is the course the Stalker layout. But I've been wanting to do something with Simon Phoenix head. Took Stalker head off one day in the paint. Shout out to Mikey from JMK Customs, matched perfectly with the Hasbro plastic for the Stalker neck, man. So I just made another Stalker, man, and put the head on, and voila, we have Simon Phoenix and Night Force. What I will do though, I'm probably gonna take them black Jordans off and use them with the Doc pants and put some Concords on him, and I'm done. I'm done with Simon Phoenix forever. I finally put that Mezco Duke in the driver's seat of my vamp, and wow, damn, Shane Mezco hasn't given us more Joes.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't.
The only Joe I missed out on was that Firefly, man. I'm mad I didn't get that shit. I had them too. I was like, nah, I don't need another Firefly. No, you do.
I can't keep going down all these rabbit holes, man. I know they're dope, but I can't keep going down them.
I got the Destro. That's my best Destro. So yeah, this is Krusty Old Crow. Yeah, they had a live about the Ramp Rats. Check out Krusty's review on Zanya. And
did you get a chance to watch any of this yesterday?
No, I forgot what I was doing. I was driving, doing something, but I seen it up. The ticker come up, said that they was doing something live, man. But shout out to everybody getting together, man, and doing things, you know, together.
Yeah. I was working. I worked late. I'm usually off on Fridays, but I had to work yesterday, and but I caught it this morning, man. I enjoyed watching it. It was a good little show, man.
Yeah.
And then this is one of Dookie's newest videos, dropping Knott County Knowledge. It's his newest video this week. But also, wanted to let you know I'm going to be co-hosting with him tomorrow night on his bi-weekly show, Status of the County. So everybody, if you're around, check us out. It's going to be on Sunday, tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Nice.
So I'm basically just gonna be running the chat for Dookie while he does his thing.
Nice, so, nice.
Check us out. And then Lonzo Wilkinson, this was his most recent video this week, and he just breaks down that that dial we show. It's the dial with the graffiti in the background.
Yeah, but the one he was talking about, the dudes like, hey, what's the name on it? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, a little
So,
3-minute video. He was showing it off. Basically, he did a live video on it.
but check everybody out, just like you check us out. And that was pretty much all I had, Mike.
Dope, man. So great show, man. Always stuff to talk about here. Glad everybody came to check us out this week. We will be back at it again next week. Malachi says, Seagram said I say the same thing every week about going down rabbit holes out. Every time I get out, they pull me back in, just like Carlito. I know, man. But hey, but at the end of the day, man, some certain stuff you fed up with, you fed up with. If not, hey, keep doing your thing. Keep pounding at it, man. Because what we into, man, I think is a great thing, man. And it's a great way you know, to get out the everyday stresses of life, man. You know what I'm saying? And even with me making kit bashes, man, like these last 4-5 months been stressful than a motherfucker. I just been making figures. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about shit, making figures, taking my mind off, the everyday grind and hustle, man. So you know, what a joy to be alive.
One thing about Mezco, I know they're very detailed, and I know they come with a lot of cool shit, but I think it's the soft goods for me, and they're a little bit bigger than the classified, so they're a little out of scale. But I like a little soft goods, but I don't like everything being soft goods on my figures,
Yeah.
man. And that's one thing that turns me off about them.
Yeah, man. Some Mezcos are a little too big and fat, but that Destro, you can fudge that one. That Firefly, I don't know. They have a weird scale. Sometimes they make figures too big and wide, and sometimes they're good. Like that Bishop. I got an X-Men Bishop that's straight. You know what I'm saying? You can fudge him into regular 112 scale, man. But like I say, Mezco is not for everybody. I got that next Mezco I got coming is the Dark Knight Joker and the Nightcrawler. I think that Dark Knight Joker gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? I think that's spot on Heath Ledger. And I don't know how that Nightcrawler is gonna be. I gotta see a review, but if it ain't hitting on shit, then I'm gonna cancel that. But I think I do like the Nightcrawler and way that's gonna lay out, man. But shout out to everybody, man. I'll be praying for you tomorrow. I don't know why the fuck I even say it like that. I pray for you all the time, really, man. But definitely, man, you guys be in my prayers, man. Some of the ones I do talk to, I hit you up to see how you doing, man. And hopefully everybody can get through their week, man, and enjoy your life. And don't take any day for granted, man, and keep cultivating in the culture out here.
Wise words from Savage the Great. Hey man, I've been really busy, man. January, February, March were so slow. I was able to do a lot with my Joes, and man, it's like 3 weeks ago, man. It's been one long week, like the last 3 weeks. I've been just been working, man. So I can't wait to get through April or May. The rest of April and all of May is going to be like that, but I can't wait to get to June because June it starts slowing down for me again, and then we got Yojo June kicking off. We got Joe Fest in June.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh.
I'm running a marathon from now until then. But when I get there, man, I'm gonna be able to relax and get back to enjoying everything.
I forgot. I'm not gonna be here next weekend. So Seagram, maybe we'll ask Dookie to fill in for me, or if you want to run it solo, you can, man. But I got a play I'm in next weekend.
Wait,
So
what?
yeah, I got to play. So yeah, I've been my plays
That's
been full.
why you was reading the English voice in the beginning. You've been
Nah,
working on your
nah,
acting skills, trying to get
nah.
in character. We got you.
Yeah, nah. I've been practicing for this play for the past 2 or 3 months, man. So that's what sometimes I was telling you, like I got to go somewhere at 6 o'clock. Like even like today, I was supposed to go to practice, but I know my parts and shit, man. So
What for church or something, or what's it for?
it's a guy I used to go to church with, but it's a church play, but it's not being held in a church. It's got a lot of God influences with it, man. It's gonna be in Parkton next weekend. We actually got 2 nights, May 2nd and May 3rd. Start time is 5:30 to 6 o'clock.
Hustles is like like to be or not to be?
Yeah, no, like a play. Yeah. So man, I'll be gone, man, next weekend. I almost forgot, man. So we'll put it together, man. Either we'll have a weekend off, or like I said, you
Man,
always get to run it up. We'll put it together.
I'd like to see that, man. See you in the play. Is it just a one night showing or?
No, it's 2 nights. It's Saturday night and Sunday night. Yeah, next Sunday. So
I
next
might have to.
Saturday
I
and
might
next
have to
Sunday.
go to the Sunday night show. I'm gonna have to check
Yeah,
you out, man.
it's free. You know, it's free. It's over. It's in Parkton at the elementary school. Parkton Elementary. That's where we're gonna have it at. So it ain't nothing but like 10 minutes away from us.
Hey, Roper said, run a line real quick, Mike.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing but a prayer. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically playing the main character's father, and he reflects on his dad, learning how to pray from his dad. And I just go into my monologue of prayer and I say, Father God, I want to thank you right now for your mercy and your grace. Dear Lord, you've kept my family together through the ups and the downs. My wife of 10 years left me, abandoned me and my son. But God, you are the rock that kept me strong. I want to pray for my son right now, God. I want you to keep your heavenly angels around him at all times, God. Keep the predators, keep the bullies, keep them safe from harm. I want to pray for the teachers and staff members at his school, God. I want to pray that you stretch their resources, Lord, to infinity and let them know what they do matters. Because we know teachers do far more than what they get paid to do. And most importantly, God, I want you to instill in my son Glenn that he's a champion for you, Lord, and to always follow his dreams. Amen. Yeah, I might have it recorded, man. We'll put it on the live stream, but the play is gonna be good, man. I'm at the beginning. I just play that little part, you know, and that's how he learned how to pray or whatnot. But it's a play about a guy who it's called The Appointment, and he finally goes to heaven and meet God and have an appointment and have a conversation with God. So
yeah, that was dope, man. That was really good, bro. I enjoyed that. That was a good way to end the episode, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. But we gonna put it on, man. We'll see what happens, man. And as far as the other stuff, we'll get together, man, and see who's gonna host the show here. But I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for coming out. It's been a late night. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.
Go on, get out of here! Who needs ya?